Hello everyone, and welcome back to my little cozy, comfortable corner of the internet, skincare edition. I'm here filming this video because for once I've actually got a little bit of will to live, and I'm like, if I'm not going to get it done today, it's not going to get done. So here we are. If you hear noises in the background, that's because it's Hamlet being a noisy, adorable little nuisance because he loves mommy and likes to let her know when I'm not paying absolute complete attention to him by being a fussy little baby. Are we a fussy little baby? Did we lose our toy? Huh? Did we lose it? Oh, be so pretty for everybody. Just pretty boy, huh? Where'd your toy go? Gimme! See it? See it? Go! Or not, that's good too. Today is going to be exceptionally simple. We are simply going through my skincare routine. If any of y'all are coming from or here not from my first channel, which was a beauty related channel, I'm still going to have some of that in here, though probably focus more on skincare rather than beauty. I'm probably also going to put this video on my main channel as well, just because they have been asking so much for my skincare routine, and I feel like it's kind of rude to be like, here you go on this channel and not give it to those who are still there. But we have quite a few products to get through, so I'm just gonna go through and start with what I am currently doing for my skin now, what my current routine is, and then products that I love for each of those routine steps. Currently, I'm actually not doing too many steps, typically depending on the weather and the season and my skin and how I'm doing whatever. Depends on, you know, obviously what steps and how many I've got and what I do. So the first thing we do is cleanse right before. This is a new product in this routine. I have been using the Tatcha, the Rice Polish Deep, but I literally finished this about 3 days ago. And I had in my backup to try drawer is the Good Molecules Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. I really like these like foam, these powder to foam types of kind of a little bit more exfoliating, because that's what I like for my skin. I've only been using this one obviously for a couple of days, but so far I do enjoy it. I am a huge fan of Good Molecules products. And so far I have been enjoying it, though this is a expensive, but it is a tried and true. Then after that, if it's been 3 or 4 days, I will do a harder exfoliant. I only do that, like I said, 3 to 4 days, depending on how my skin is. I really like this one. I'm currently trying to use this one up so I can move on to something else. But I'm not always exfoliating my face with this. It just depends on the time, the season, and the rhyme and the reason. Then after doing that step, or after just the first cleansing, I have the e.l.f. Super Tone, a toner with brightening alpha hydroxy acids. Absolutely love this shit. You all know that I do, or those of you who've come from the other channel know I love this. It's amazing. It's like $8. It brightens, it tones, it exfoliates, it makes my skin look all kinds of wonderful, though I haven't washed my face yet, and I've got this weird stuff going on here because I'm easing back onto birth control. Then after toning, I use this Pixi Skin Treats Phenomenal Gel. I got this from Marshall's hoping that it was going to be something similar to that Hello Kitty eye gel stuff. It's not, but it is so far a product that's very nice. I start and I put it under here, and it's very good at hydrating and making me look pretty dewy. And it's something I like to put on if I'm just feeling a little moisture here, a little something here. It's a gel, a more lighter gel-based moisturizer, which works really well for me on a day-to-day basis. Then after moisturizing, we just top it all off with, this is the Sunday Riley's Fourth Ray Beauty. Definitely not Sunday Riley. Fourth Ray Beauty, which is the ColourPop skincare brand, the Rainfall 2% hyaluronic acid serum. Again, if you're coming from the first channel, I love this. It's a tried and true. Absolutely amazing. It's like $12. If you know what you're looking for and you know what ingredients you like, price does not necessarily denote quality of said skincare. Okay, so for the first step, let's go with cleanse. Typically, I haven't for a while, but for an extended period of time, I was double cleansing, and I would start with a cleansing gel, which again, I find works really well for my skin. It used to be really dry, like just straight up dry. Now it's normal to dry. So this is the Good Molecules Rosewater Cleansing Jelly. Another product by Good Molecules that I do absolutely love. Like I said, their products are very, very solid. When I was on the other channel getting teeny weeny slightly amount of PR, they were always good to me. They always sent me their new shit. I never linked them. I'm so sorry, Good Molecules. Obviously, this one here is a favorite if I'm not doing a jelly cleanser or if I'm double cleansing. Typically, I'll do the jelly one and then something like this that's a little bit more granular, a little bit more deeper in exfoliating, though right now I've just been using the powder exfoliant. Another one I really like that is more of a gel one is the Tarte Rainforest. I don't even know if you can still get this. I need to declutter. If you would like to see me declutter my skincare backup drawer, let me know, because it's a little bit out of hand and I've only got one face and this shit don't last forever. But this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. The only thing I will say about this is that if you have, I wouldn't say this is for dry skin. I would say this is like normal to oily, because it does makes your face a bit tight. It says Rainforest of the Sea, but it's something that you are going to want to use a serum or a moisturizer off to just top off that cleanliness that kind of pulled some of the ish out of your face. And next up we have exfoliation, which is probably and problematically my favorite step. I love exfoliation, probably a little bit too much, but at that point I've tried a lot. I know what I like. Obviously the Dr. Brandt microdermabrasion. This is a disgustingly expensive product, and I think it's like $68. I absolutely love it. Sephora was doing a thing where you could cash in 500 points and get one of these. So I cashed in like 1,500 points because I don't know why I pay for it. I've been hoarding these points for however long. I'm never going to be a Sephora anything ever again. But I really, really, really like this one. This is one that I air to if I'm gonna do it like 2 times a week, because this one is pretty intense. But if you want to try this and you don't have that $68 budget and you want something that's similar, and in my opinion, better, this is the Bliss Micromagic Skin Renewing Microdermabrasion Scrub. So basically, essentially the same thing. You can get this brand at Target for a while. You could get it at Walmart, but they haven't had it recently, unfortunately, because there are a lot of products by them that I really, really love. And this is one of them. I think one of y'all from the other channel, I don't know if you're here, originally recommended this to me, and it makes my face feel fresh and brisk. Like kind of how those Old Spice commercials, how like, whoo, fresh and insane and invigorating they are. This makes my face feel like that. Then another one that I really enjoyed is the Pure Joystick. This is again an exfoliant that I would use for like a deep cleanse if I was doing like all right, this is like a once a month or however, like a whole reset. Oh, I still got ish in here. It's been sitting in this little container over there. I guess I hadn't used it. I was like, oh, I'll film that video. Here we are, probably like 2 months later. But this is a physical exfoliant that you just get wet and kind of slimmy slide all over your face. I actually take a chunk out and put it on my face just because germs and shit. This I really like. It gives you a little bit of satisfaction, like a little bit of a granular texture, because I've got the neurodivergence. And again, this is one that's a bit more deeper. It's also one that I've had for a fairly amount of time. Not had this one, but have used for a fair amount of time. And it's something that I really enjoy. I recommend this a lot more than like the walnut scrub and the other things from like what are they called, Ole Henriksen, I think it is, which for a while there I had products from there that I loved, but so awful, so terrible. My skin was like, I can feel every cell and it's exfoliated because it's raw. So if you like that experience but don't want the micro tears, I like this. Next are 3 of my favorites. I mean, I love all of these. That's why I'm recommending them. These are kind of in the same texture vein. The original favorite is the IOPE Pro Peeling Soft Gel. It's like a mushy, slightly grainy, and when you rub it on your face, it like balls up and pills, which, again, very satisfying. This one is a Korean brand that I absolutely love. You can get this on Amazon or their original brand, because Jeffrey Bezos is the Antichrist. But I love this one. If you want something that I don't know if this one is less expensive. I feel like this is one I got at Ulta when I was just like binge buying all these products. Obviously, I will try my hardest to link everything down below. Like I said, I don't know the price point on that. Then from, I can't remember whose skincare brand this is, but it's essentially the same thing. They all do varied results like I said, various versions of the same thing. Are you playing around with my $68 exfoliator? What you got? What you messing with? In short, I love all of these. Would recommend every single one of them. I use them intermittently depending on what I have in stock, but probably end all be all favorite is the IOPE. It was the original, the OG, the first one that got me onto this kind of exfoliator. Next up are my favorite toners, which toners are something that's relatively new and recent to my beauty routine. I discovered them just a little bit ago, and the first one is this one, which is the e.l.f. one. That's the toner with brightening fruit acids, exfoliation, and all that wonderfulness. Then the next one I've tried, I've gone through a full one of this. This is my backup because after I finished this, I started using the e.l.f. one. When I try new skincare products, I like to, after I've tried something new, before I try something after that, I like to then do a rotation of something that I know my skin likes to kind of bring my skin back to its base level. So I had gone through one of these. This is the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner, which if I do my declutter, there is no way this is getting decluttered. Because again, it's just a wonderful, fantastic exfoliating toner. I like it just as much as the e.l.f. one. This one maybe potentially more than the e.l.f. one, or they might all be just on about the same par. They all do that desired effect of really brightening and tightening without sucking things out of my face, and it leaves me feeling very fresh, very resurfaced without being super harsh on my skin. Again, normal to dry, great with the normal skin, and it isn't straining on any dry bits I have. Then my most recent love is the most recent one I've tried. I've only tried these three toners. These are the only toners that I have tried other toners, but these are the ones that I like. I will be doing a video about all the skincare, or majority of the skincare that just didn't work out for me one way or another. But this you would have seen from the Hello Kitty, and one of my favorites is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic. Went through a whole one of this. Absolutely loved it. Got a gift card, went in and got it again in my backup. Really, really don't put it in the water. Mama's dumb, but she's not stupid. That's what I thought. Yeah. Don't you put that in the water. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Aw, you're so cute. Mommy loves you. Where you going, buddy? Really? We got to put it on the manga? Really, my guy? Really? Mommy loves you. But why? Why you like this? But absolutely love this one. If you've tried any of these, if you like one of them, I feel you like the other ones because they have the same effect and they do that same sort of thing to your skin. I can speak. I went to college. Next step would be seruming. Obviously we have the 4th Ray Hyaluronic Rainfall one going on here. Affordable, fantastic. I feel like their skincare brand, a lot of their products is some of the best stuff that ColourPop has ever come out with. This is definitely a tried and true for me. I have been using it for years. Also one that I've been using for years is, again, Good Molecules Daily Brightening Serum. Sometimes I'll use these two together. I'll do the hyaluronic on some areas and I'll spot the brightening one in areas that need brightening. Though typically I would just use this one just all over my face, like if I was using the hyaluronic one. Here it is, just like this. Oh my goodness, it's so unique. It's a serum in a glass bottle. Yay! Good Molecules does do a lot of good things about using recycling and recycled materials in their products. All their stuff, I believe, is now glass instead of plastic, which I absolutely love. This also has hyaluronic acid in it, and so it's just a really nice kind of base, it's a serum that just really nice things without targeting any one specific thing. I mean, although it is brightening. I just like it. Makes my skin look good. And then my end-all be-all, back in the beginning of my skincare journey, before I even thought that I needed skincare, I got the IOPE Hyaluronic Serum. This is expensive. Well, it's not. It's $48, so unfortunately that's like mid-tier. That's not even expensive yet. And this stuff, the way that I knew I liked it is I started using it, and I remember doing my routine and doing my whole thing, and I was like, oh, I have reduced texture? I didn't even know I had texture to reduce until it was gone. Holy grail for dry skin. Absolutely, I would bet my life on this. Fire, raging fire, had to take one. Amazing. Could not recommend it more. It is So hydrating, so nourishing. It doesn't cling. It isn't sticky. You feel fresh, invigorated, and absolutely dewy and glowing. There is something about Korean skin. We all know this. If you're in the skincare thing, you know about the Korean skincare products. And words cannot, everything is true. Now that I'm purchasing more stuff for me rather than for my channel, I'm actually going to save up and buy myself that $100 Amore Pacific gel moisturizer that did everything I needed and didn't know I needed on my face, because I have a job now and I make adult money that I can use for my adult purposes. Long story short, if you are a serum enthusiast, a serum junkie, and you want some hydration, absolutely amazing. Again, phenomenal. Could not recommend more. And then we moisturize. I typically, when I'm being really vigilant with my skincare routine, my schedule is weird because I work night shifts, so my days and my nights and everything are kind of all over the place. But typically, I would use a moisturizer for daytime, which is a lighter, typically gel-based moisturizer. And then at night, I will switch to something much thicker and richer that is really going to nourish me throughout the night or throughout my sleeping period. So for the gel-based moisturizers, I love the Bliss. Again, Bliss. Absolutely love this brand. The Drench and Quench Cream to Water Hydrator for All Day Moisturizer. I would love to compare this to that Amore Pacific cream that I like, because also in that same vein, this is the gel-based one. Again, bright, smooth, hydrating, nourishing without being thick or heavy. It's just a very light wash of refreshing moisture. And I might as well talk about, we'll get back to the reason why I want to compare this. My other favorite, gel to base, I actually got this. This is PR. This is a backup. I actually went back and bought with my own money. Originally, I got this as PR from a company, and this is the Cica Cream Age Repair Moisturizer. I should see if this was nice for Emma. Emma just ran out of hers, and hers is an IT Cosmetics one, which it's like $60 or $70 odd because it's an expensive skincare. This one is really affordable. I think I'll have her try this one because it was really good, and I feel kind of has that same sort of effect. I felt the texture of the stuff she typically used, and it's very similar to this. This is soothing. This is great. I feel if you have sensitive skin, although if I remember correctly, there might be a faint aroma, but this and this, absolutely perfect for those lighter gel hydration moisturizing. And part of why I want to review that one with the Amore Pacific one is because this one, the Super Rich Moisturizer for Dewy Radiant Skin, is, I shit you not, a nearly identical dupe to the Tatcha The Dewy Skin Cream, which is one of Tatcha's overpriced products that I have learned for my skincare through trying test and true is worth the money for my complexion. This and the rice powder, two standout expensive products that I will recommend, that I believe if they work for you are worth the money. For me, they are. But if you don't have that kind of money, and a product that I will continue using because maybe I don't always want to spend the money on this, buying this one, and it's just got that same rich, plumpy, dewy, just as if I'm going somewhere and I want to look fresh as hell. Just absolutely glossy, glistening, but not in a greasy way. Just hydrated, plump, and healthy. I love the combination my skin gets when I use one of the lighter ones and one of these thicker ones. But I would absolutely highly recommend, if you've been interested in trying this, get this instead and see if you like it, if you like the kind of the way the texture is and how it works and feels on your skin. Obviously they aren't the same products, but I feel you can at least get a similar enough experience with this. And there was someone on TikTok who said it. They're like, this is a dupe for this. And it was after I had that thought in my head and I was like, I knew it. Then last but not least, one of the only eye care products I have, because I am not well versed in eye products, which I need to become more. I've been wanting to look into eye products, whatever, for my 32-year-old eyeballs. If you have any recommendations, leave that down below. But this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream, and this is the mini, and it took me forever to use up. You never know how long it's going to take for a product to use up until you're desperately trying to use that product up, and it lasts forever. This was a product that I loved it for what it did to my eye areas. It softened lines. It made me very hydrated, very plump, very just looked like I'd been drinking a lot of water. The one thing I didn't like about it is it's kind of a little bit of like just a typical white cream, and you really had to pat and like blend that out, or else it would leave a weird kind of white film around your eyes. But I was able to deal with that because I loved how it made my eyes look. This is actually inexpensive. I would see if I can go get another one of these. But those are all the current favorites in my skincare routine. What products I like to swap out on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis, depending on what I'm using. I will do the declutter. I've got a bajillion products that I need to try. The one thing about skincare that is kind of frustrating, the way that I like to review it and go through it is at least, at a minimum, 2 weeks of using it consistently, preferably a month. And then it takes even longer than that to actually run through a product. So flipping through skincare is fairly time consuming because of just how long it actually takes to use it. Would love to hear what you guys think about all this down below. What skincare is something that you love? What skin type are you? But ever and always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all, and as always, keep it real.